I see the future in your eyes. Hi, honey. I'm writing up a tweet, and it is now. Wait. And it is now tweeted. Tweeter. How's work going today, baby girl? You know what? I completely forgot to take my headache medicine. Means I gotta get up. Alright, give me a second. Alright, it is taken. It has been taken. Who's messaging me on? Techie Dad messaged me to let me know that he did his payment. Sorry, I'm internet famous. Liquid Dirt 3D is posting another video today on a probed green print. So he messaged me, he's like, hey, it's not live yet, but here it is. And he sent me the link so I had to watch it. And then he asked me if I'd set up a coupon code so anybody who watches the video could use a coupon code. So I set up a 5% coupon code for the probed green. Wrong box. Gosh darn it. Ugh. Yeah. So he seems to really like my green colors. So he's pushing them pretty hard. That's the guy that's gonna help me carry that Hello 3D brand. So that's cool. Not falling in love with Alexa. Oh my goodness. But it is your fault that I got another Alexa which was a gateway drug into getting... Hey, what's up, Corey? Just talking about you. Wrong box again. But, I got an Alexa, and then she was a gateway drug into, getting the smart plugs, which was a gateway drug into getting smart switches, which was a gateway drug into getting a smart power strip, which was a gateway drug into getting a smart TV cube. All your fault. No, you're not a gateway drug. We were talking about, because I went to the Walmart today and I bought 2 more lamps. And then when I got home, I hooked them up to the smart switches, or the smart plugs. So now I have living room 1, living room 2, kitchen light, living room AC, bedroom light, bedroom AC, TV, a power strip that I can control just totally, or it also has 1, 2, 3 switches and USB ports. So as of right now, I've got 12 things I can control through my Scooby-Doo. That's my secret code for Alexa so she doesn't wake up. And then and I still have 2 more plugs and another switch that are unused. I might put the switch in my bathroom because I don't know where else to put it. I can't put it on my bedroom switch because it has like a bunch of yeah, Alexa's gonna take over the house. And it's totally your fault, Rosa. Because we were sitting on the phone one day. Guess what my daddy got me? What, babe? A Scooby-Doo and a smart plug. You should get one too. To which I said, I have a dot, I just don't know where it's at. And you said you should find it. So I searched the world over. I have no idea what I did with her. So I ordered another one, which happened to be during Amazon Prime Day. So they had a sale to buy a dot with a switch. And it was all over from there. Why can't you get you a Scooby-Doo? Well, I only had an Alexa Echo that was lost, and I got another Alexa Echo to replace that one, and then I got the Alexa Fire Cube. Damn it, she woke up. Yeah, I don't care if they're always listening, because honestly, what are they going to hear me doing? Making filament samples? Programming websites? Talking to my wifey? Yeah, for real, the phones talk too. Like, hey Google. Tell me a joke.
Why was the cheetah so bad at hide and seek?
I don't know
No matter
why.
where she hid, she was always spotted.
Yeah, see, always listening. Now, on my computer, I turn Cortana off because I don't like her. Yeah, I always thought that because they have the what they call a trigger word, which is their names. And I would think that if you retrained them to a different trigger word, it should be pretty easy because it's still just voice recognition. I can literally rename all of my electrical plugs and she knows their names. Yeah, this is a Black Pet G from H&H 3D Plastics. They were in my first box, and I was gonna try to put them in my anniversary box last month, but they got them to me too late. So I put the ooze in instead, which was still cool because I mean it was my anniversary box. I should put my ooze in there. I need to order more ooze soon. Probably order like 60 rolls. Sales have slowed down. I may only order 40, but I'll probably do 60. Because I think I only have like... I think I have less than 10 ooze left. But I can't guarantee that you'll get the black because they sent me two colors. They sent me that clear that I was bagging yesterday. They sent me 10 rolls of the clear and 6 rolls of the black. And I didn't know they sent the black because they were under the clear. So only like 41 people are getting black. And the other 140 people are getting clear. Now, if you absolutely want black, you have 40 kilos of clear. All right, I'll pull your label to the side and I'll make sure you get black. Did I put a label on that last one? I don't know. I found 3 of the clear that I didn't label when I went through them earlier. Yeah, I think last year in my anniversary box, they gave me black and white PLA. This year they gave me black and clear Pet G. Why are you printing it so slow? You usually print so fast. I want to get once I can get my rail core working again, I want to get it up to 100 millimeters a second or more. Oh, crazy detail. I've decided I'm going to print this guy sitting on his UFO. I don't think I have one of those handy. I'm going to do let me see, those tables are what? Generally 2x6 or 2x8 or 3x8. So I'll probably do a 4-foot UFO. It'll hang over a little bit and take up half my bed. Maybe I should go smaller. Maybe I'll just do a 2-foot one. So I'll only take up a quarter of the table. Then he'll be 2 foot wide and about 2.5 foot tall. I have to do it in probably the UFO in 4 prints and the alien in 2 prints. We'll have to see what it comes out to. Well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the pictures on Twitter, but I have a community print. It was over 700 parts, and the alien, just this part, was 9 feet tall. And I had this part completed, and it was at Murph. But I didn't have time to put the UFO together. The UFO adds another 3 feet to it, so it makes it 12 feet tall, but the UFO is 9 foot wide. And I was going to have the UFO done for Earth, but then Earth told me I was not allowed to bring it. That they didn't have room for it, and that it would cause issues for fire rules. I don't know. But Protopasta gets to bring an entire extruding machine for people to extrude protopasta at Murph. And I'm sure that matter hackers will take up an entire corner again, like they did at Earth or Murph. And let's see, who else had a huge display? Printed Solid and MakerBox, they had a giant area. They were mostly behind their tables, though. Gloop, 3D Gloop, they had like this giant setup for their new spray paint that can be heat treated. But I'm just, when I go to Earth, I'm going to see what other people have set up. And then at the end, I'm going to be like, okay, this was set up. Why couldn't I bring my alien? Because that's BS. So Murph this year was the end of March. It was like the last weekend of March. And it's in Goshen, Indiana. Earth is in Bel Air, Maryland, and it's this October. Can't remember the dates. I think the 13th and 14th. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I think tickets are free. They're either free or $10. One of the two. For just attending. I had to pay. I think the 13th and 14th. Let me double check. Okay, Google. When is the East Coast Rep Festival?
According to Eventbrite, ERRF 2019, the East Coast Rep Festival returns. Tickets, Saturday, October 12th, 2019 at 10 a.m.
So the 12th and 13th. And setup is on the 11th, so I'll be there on the 11th. Yeah, 12th and 13th. What do you mean have fun? You're coming with me. I don't know what the hell you'd have fun about. You already told me after Murph that you'd come with me, so you're coming with me. Can't back out now. You can't back out now. Yeah, so it's tickets for entry are free. Tickets if you want to be an exhibitor to show off 3D prints, it's $10. I think you get a 4x4 area. And then I got an 8-foot bronze sponsorship table, which cost me $100. Adult attendees are $10. Children 17 and under are free. Military are $8. Tool changer corral. For those of you who have a tool changer, it's a free ticket. So you can show off your... Oh, it's not an admittance or exhibitor, but saves you a spot in the tool changer corral. Okay. Hey, what's up, Chris? No, it's not a test stream. It's a... You can, if you do a sponsorship table, you can sell stuff. If you're just an exhibitor, you can't sell stuff. Which kind of makes no sense to me because yeah, it says for the exhibitors, no commercial activity, transactions, or promotions are permitted. Promotions are limited to sponsorship booths and tables. But shoot, I didn't put a label on that one either. But I would think anybody who is at an exhibitor table is promoting themselves. What do you mean have fun, babe? You're coming. What the... Look, I will tie you up and put you in the car. But you are coming. Hey, Corey, I may... If I get the 2-foot alien on his UFO, converted to STL, because I only do the outer. It's like printing it with no infill, but with a bunch of parts. Like I said, I could probably do it in 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 parts. Could I commission you to print it for me? Because you could probably knock it out in like an hour. All 7 parts at the same time. Maybe I'll trade you some rolls of probed for it. Yeah, because I actually I think I'm gonna do it in probed. Maybe I'll send you like a care package of probed. And what do you mean say no? My girlfriend is the worst. What is your max print at? I so want a 500 by 500 by 500. 450, 455. Yeah, I'm debating whether to get the 400 by 400 by 500 hypercube kit. But I don't want to do... You got an S5 today. What the heck's an S5? Oh, Creality. I might try out the hypercube kit. We'll see. Just ever since I got my artillery sidewinder and then got my what's the price on that, Chris? $800. Yeah, the thing about the hypercube kit, even though it's a 400 by 400 by 500, I can get it for 25% off. So I think it's like $700, and then take off 25%. Yep, I missed labeling 4 of the H&H. Awesome. At least I know they're all the black ones, though. Yay, more shipping boxes. Every time I get filament that has like a little label on it, I recycle them and use them as shipping boxes for my filament. Why haven't you eaten yet, babe? Dear customer, thank you for choosing Zybrui products. Alexa, read my notifications.
One new notification. From Amazon Shopping, teacher supplies has arrived.
Thank you. What's up, Vince? So why haven't you eaten yet, woman? It's cool that they give cards in their boxes. And they come in... Nope, they're not resealable. Biscuit. Oh, they are resealable. Yay! What? What are you yelling at me for? Because you saw me throw that card? It's in my pile of refuse. This bag I will not throw on the floor, okay? Because it's resealable, so I can reuse it. But everything else gets thrown on the floor on the other side of the spooler for easy cleanup. Damn, it was snapped in half? That sucks. I've never... Wait, I can't say never, because I did get a pie for Octoprint, and now I don't use Octoprint anymore. So my pie is just sitting in a box somewhere. Just saw it today, actually. I was looking for my light bulbs. Don't you shake your head at me. I'm looking forward to printing with this. This is first marble filament I've had. I haven't printed with it yet. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta look up. I thought I ordered 14 spools of this, and there's only 12 in the box. Yeah, I ordered 14. Let me double count real quick. Let me count again. I'll be right back. Okay, there were 14. You're ridiculous, babe. But there were 14. 2 were standing on their side, and I didn't see them. They have, I don't know if they do at your Walmart, but they had if you don't have a lot of items and you don't have any fruit to weigh or stuff, they've got like a traveling checkout person. You're so ridiculous. But you texted me while she was checking me out, and she started singing to your ringtone. All right, Corey. Oh, I need to start working on a display for Earth. I think I'm going to try to do model car displays with the aliens printed in them, sitting on the boxes for their month. You're a butthead. That response you just gave me. So what's everybody up to today? Well, I know you're working. Silly girl. I don't know if it's my hat or the headset that's giving me a headache. You're ridiculous, dear. Let's try that for a minute. Maybe that'll help. Kind of look like the whole Jared Leto Joker. He had this flicked back hair. I had a... What did I have? I had a Whopper when I left Wally World. Probably need some chocolate. Or some sugar. Which I have some chocolate. I got a symphony bar at Wally World. I had to restrain myself from buying a bunch of junk food. Oh, and I also got some jalapeno cheese to dip my Fritos in. Because I remembered I was talking about that yesterday during stream. I hope I have enough room to put everything in the UFO boxes this month. Speaking of those boxes, I went out to get them last night after stream, and they were gone. And I was like, where are my UFO boxes? So I messaged my mom. I'm like, did you pick up my boxes? She's like, yeah, I was driving by and I saw them, so I grabbed them on my way to work. Hey, RCCNC. How you doing today? Tired today for some reason. I've had like 4 coffees today. No, 2 coffees and a triple shot. Yeah, I don't even know what weekends are anymore. Every day is the same for me. Every day blends together. This is like this is my everyday. I sleep until Rosa texts me. And then we chit chat while laying in bed for a bit. And then she finally calls me. And then we talk on the phone for a bit. And then we either talk on the phone all day or until around 11 or noon. Or we hop on the PlayStation and play 7 Days to Die until she goes to work. And then when she goes to work, I get on my computer and look for tasks from my day job. See if any clients have messaged me to do anything. And if so, then then I work. If not, then I make filament samples. And I watch TV. Yeah, I work my day job work like 10 hours a week. Sometimes I wish it was more than that. Because, I get paid good, decently, better than decently, I would probably think. I don't know. But, they just don't have the work for me. But it pays the bills. And then Alien 3D, I don't really make a lot of money from. And the UFOs just get reinvested into future UFOs or the next UFO. But the bills get paid. Hey, I keep offering to hire you. You keep refusing. So there is no rubbing nothing in. And you're lucky I'm streaming as a company right now. I'd have a few choice words for you. Yeah, I hope so, Corey. No, I'll just text her. She's the biggest brat. Hey, what's up, Techie Dad? Like, honestly, I enjoy streaming. I literally used to stream like 10 hours a day when I was a game streamer. And but then when I moved here, my internet sucks really, really bad. And then Rosa wanted me to start streaming. So I bought a jetpack a few months ago, and I started streaming on Twitch, doing game streaming. And I'm not a very popular game streamer. I mean, 5 years ago when I used to do it, I got up to 400-ish followers. But when I game, I'm boring to watch. Like, my most exciting streams were my 24-hour streams, where after about the 16th hour, you're starting to get slap happy, and then after the 20th hour, it's almost like you're drunk. What's the word on my PC? iBuyPower responded to my ranting Google review that they were sorry, that they did test it before it leaves the manufacturer, but that things happen. And that they will send my replacement as soon as possible when it arrives. And I sent it yesterday. So anyways, back to my story. So Rosa got me back into streaming, but my Twitch stream isn't the most exciting. And I want to spread the word more about Alien 3D, because my first 6 months, I grew by 20 subscribers a month, which was cool. And then in January, I had a really huge boost, and I doubled my subscribers in 1 month. Since January, I think I've done some pretty cool projects in the boxes this first 7 months. I think the accessories have been pretty decent this first 7 months, but my subscriber count is dropping. Why are you not subbed to me, babe? Sheesh, no love. It should be advanced replacement. Like, I understand there are electronics companies out there who probably get screwed over by the trolls and the jerks who take advantage of returns and stuff. But look, do your research. Let me show you that I'm a verifiable person, that, you know, I am Alien 3D. I pride myself on my customer service. And I just broke my damn spooler again. So, I mean, trust me. Send me my replacement graphics card, because the graphics card that's in this machine retails at $1,000. So that's why they wouldn't do it. I mean, I kind of understand, but come on. I'm a good dude. Don't ask Rosa if I'm a good dude, but anybody else ask I'm a good dude. Yeah, I don't have any glass fill. Damn it, this one broke too. Son of a biscuit. But it's just I printed these parts so thin. I think they're like 1, maybe 2 millimeters. I should have printed them thicker. But RCCNC said he'll do one for me in aluminum. I'm gonna have to see how much he's gonna charge me for that. But if I'd have just printed it thicker like I did this part, it wouldn't be breaking. See, I only have you're gonna hate me for this, but I designed it in Fusion 360, so I don't know what file I could send you from that other than the STL. Okay, you can't export to step. All right. What are all them emotes about in that text, babe? All right, RC. Ooh, I hope Fusion still works. Cause like right now I'm my main PC is still running, but it's got the Error 43 on the graphics card as well. But it's weird because it had dual NVIDIA GTX 660s. And then I went and plugged in one of my monitors after moving some wires around, and my PC shut off. And one of the graphics cards stopped working completely. And so I moved the other graphics card from slot 2 to slot 1. And the monitor comes on, but won't load any drivers. So it's basically running in default mode. Yeah, I guess that's true. I am unspooling. Babe, you're adorable. You know, one thing I thought about doing, if I could get like maybe 5 printers, I think I could probably do it with 5 under my current subscription load. If I got a dissolvable filament and made dissolvable spools, I don't know if that would work or not. Like 5 more on top of the 2 working ones that I already have. Yes, I need 5 more to cover the workload. Because if I could print sample spools that I could sample these samples on in a dissolvable filament, would it be expensive? Damn. I haven't looked into pricing a dissolvable filament. I would have to weigh the cost. There's this plastic. I can't remember the name of it. I looked it up for protopasta one time, but it's a dissolvable plastic made out of cow's milk, and they sell the malleable beads. Well, I'm thinking about, just ordering the plastic and printing the spools myself. Just small sample spools, just enough to hold these and package them up in the UFOs. Because my boxes for the UFOs are 4 inches tall. I think that's the inner. Pretty sure. So if I made a spool that was 3/4 of an inch, then I could stack them on top of each other. And if I made them no larger than like 5.5 inches, then I think that would leave me 3 inches, a 3 by 6 inch space to put the accessories and project parts. And then probably a little space either under or on top to lay stuff. Well, oh yeah, I sent odd size boxes last month, didn't I? And that was your first box. All right. Because I mean, I can get super cheap filament, and if I could print, I don't know, 1 kilogram of PLA is usually 330 meters of filament. If I could design a spool that was, between 5 and 10 meters to print, then theoretically I could print 33 to 66 spools per roll of filament. Whether that's possible or not, I don't know. But that would be cool. But there's the whole, what do we do with all this plastic? We don't want to collect 1 million rolls of tiny spools every month. So that's why I figured if they were dissolvable plastic, then they could just stick them in their kitchen sink or their toilet. Plop it in the toilet, let it dissolve, and then flush them. Okay, Google. How much is dissolvable 3D printing filament?
Let's take a look.
Yes, let's. You show me one YouTube video for an Ultimaker PVA. You're useless, Google. What are you getting to eat, babe? Text me. Call me. No, text me. Probably won't call me because you never do because you're a brat. You don't love me. But go get something to eat. I love you. Hey, Canadian Maker Project. Sup, sup, sup. Yeah, I'm just spooling my UFO filament samples. Killing time. Figured I'd let people in behind the scenes of Alien 3D. Gives me something to do instead of being bored all day. Because this is like, I absolutely love doing the UFOs. And the reactions from people every month is just totally worth it. But making these samples is like the worst part of it. And for the first 3 months, do I want to use hips or other? I don't care. Whatever's cheapest and will work. Yeah, I need to design a new maker coin for Earth. Because every event I go to, I design a different maker coin for. My very first ones for Orlando Maker Fair last year, I will never go that complicated again. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. And then my coin for Murph, I did it in transparent filament, translucent filament. And I put the letters Alien 3D and then Murph 2019 inside the coin, so when you hold it up to your light, you could see it. And it was the face of my mascot in the middle. Matter Hackers is $39 a kilo. So guesstimating, if a sample spool takes 10 meters, then that's 33 sample spools that can be made from a roll. And then, so that's over $1 a sample. And that's not counting failures. But I could probably get a discount from Matter Hackers. Even though I didn't hear back from them when the last time I wanted to use them. I don't think there's going to be enough for this last sample. I'm at the end of my rope. Stop. Please. Oh, no. Off by probably like 4 spins. I mean, if you're not busy, Corey, check to see if Ziltech has any hips or PVA. I get discounted from them. Have you printed with the Ziltech that you got yet? In the Snow Labs? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, I got 16 per spool. Okay, awesome. Yeah, somebody else got a few rolls of Ziltech from me last week, and they posted on Twitter yesterday that they got them in. And I've been happy with Ziltech. Like, I'm not as detailed as far as measuring the tolerances and stuff. Oh, my cookies. What was I saying before she distracted me? Oh yeah, so I'm not like into getting the tolerances down and measuring my filaments. I just stick them on my printer and print them. And if they frustrate the hell out of me, then they sit on a shelf forever. Like, I bought a roll of Ziltech hips is $18.95, plus I get 25% off that. So that's not bad at all. That's doable. My girlfriend's a nut. Yeah, but I can't put you to work like that. I just need to save up $2,500 and buy me five of those CR10S Pros that you get. Wait, 5 times 7. It's more like $3,500, isn't it? That, my kind sir, is entirely up to you. Did I list their hips on my site? I'm not sure if I did or not. If not, I probably should. My girlfriend's stressing out over gray hairs. It's funny. Not on my site. Alright, I'll have to add it. Definitely something I should carry. Hey, Sean. Welcome back. Yes. I'll have to look it up, Corey, if you want to wait. I think it is that. If it's not that, let me know. Hey, catch you later, Canadian Maker Project. Thank you so much for stopping by. They literally change the code every month. So I can't remember if that was the correct one or not. And I think I'm supposed to have an affiliate code too. I need to email them about that. Not sure if I do. Yeah, it's. Thought I remembered it correctly. I just couldn't remember. In the order notes, put Alien 3D Dropship. That way they know it's me. Alexa, play Moana, thank you. Oh wait, no, it's You're Welcome by Dwayne Johnson, starting now on Amazon Music. You're gonna turn my TV on, aren't you? Yes, you are. Why can't you just play it through your speakers? Like the Echo does. Why do you have to turn my TV on? Alexa, restart. Alexa, turn the volume down. Alexa, turn the volume down. I wish I didn't have to repeat that. Alexa, turn the volume down. I don't want to get banned off of YouTube. Is it loud? Can you hear it really good? I don't want to get in trouble. It is. Alexa, turn the volume down. Alexa, turn the volume down. Is that better? Yes, I did. And I don't know why she doesn't play it out of her speakers. I've got the Fire TV box out here. And so instead of playing it through her speakers, she turned on my TV and is playing it on the TV. Yours was playing that? That's awesome. I can control people's Alexas. I love that. That's awesome. I'm going to randomly do that during my streams for anybody who has one around. Because Rosa gets that song stuck in my head. And then occasionally I play my theme song. Alexa, play White and Nerdy. He would tell him to buy stuff. I think I have buying disabled for mine. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Robbie Mac? Best box designer ever. Like, I know I haven't told you yet because I'm just a terrible person. But the added stuff you've added to my boxes, like the social network stuff, tagging and stuff on the sides, I thank you, because I obviously did not think of that previously. And I think it really ups the game on the design. Oh, it's fine. I mean, literally, I have 15 more days before I have to order them for them to get here on time. So you're not behind at all. I'm actually ahead for once this month. I know last month I dropped it on you like a day before it was due. I'm like, hey, can you do this? And thankfully you had already worked on something. Awesome, Chris. I love it. I love that I can control people's Alexas. Slowly taking over the world. Pop, pop, hope no one sees me. Get freaky. I actually got the boxes in last night. I should go get them out of the car and show everybody. If you guys would like to see the box, I'll be more than happy to get my lazy ass up and go get them. Well, obviously you've seen it already, but you've only seen the design in flat PDF form. Like all right, wifey's telling me to get my lazy ass up and go get them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, all right, let me go get them. I will be right back. I gotta find my shoes. Alexa, turn off the bedroom light.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Well, I don't care if you're having trouble connecting to the internet. You still did it, didn't you? Okay, psych, I can't show you. I thought my mom brought him over this morning and dropped him off. She did not. My pants snagged the dang sample spooler on my way in, so I'm gonna melt it back together again. Ow! Ow, that's hot. I didn't see that. Let me see when she's gonna bring him over. All right, let's see. Ow. What'd you get? What did you get? I grabbed my symphony bar when I got up. You always get chicken fingers and fries. Does the cafeteria not have anything better? Yeah, that's true. They got a bunch of nasty stuff that always gets you sick. So while I have some people here, I contacted Mandala Rose Works. They do the aluminum parts on the rail cores. And I'm curious whether you guys think I should carry replacement rail core parts. Of course, their pricing discounts aren't that great. Hey, catch you later, Techie Dad. Have a good date night with the lady. Tell her I said hi. Not worth it? All right. Yeah, because literally if I order 10, I think I get 3%. If I order more than 50, I think it was up to 15% or something like that, but there's no way I'm going to carry 50. I wouldn't think any parts break often, but for example, as many times as I had to take my hot end off of my rail core to do various things to it, I stripped the hull out of the aluminum. Yeah, maybe I'll link out to them. But I stripped the aluminum on the mosquito mount, so I had to order another one. And I know how light it is. It's a $17 replacement part. It should ship via USPS Express, which is $2.35 to ship, but they charge $6 for shipping. So maybe they're going to ship it priority. I don't know. But I sent a message to Joe at Project Red. see if I could order it from him, since he's my partner in those rail cores. But he didn't reply. Yeah, I was tired of waiting, so I went ahead and ordered one directly. I do have to put another order in for the BL touches, though. I think I'll keep the last 5 BL touches, the version 2s, on standby. Because usually people contact me and they're like, do you have the version 2 or the version 3? And that way I can be like, well, which one do you want? I got both. Yeah, I know. From Tiny Machines, you could get like 2.5. But I can't tell people that because it's my product. And you can't get 10S Pros. Well, I already have my rail core, so it's too late for the money. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna save up and get the one from Tiny Machines. But I gotta wait for them to have them in stock, Mister. I bought them all. I wish I had the space for a farm. Like if I do end up over time getting 5 more printers, I don't know where I'm gonna put them right now. I'd have to have another electrical outlet installed to put a couple on. No, but when you say Chris, I'm guessing you're talking about the guy from Tiny Machines because I don't know their names. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I talked to them at Murph, I believe. They came over and talked to me at my table, but unless I'd talked to somebody more than once, I'm terrible at names. Like Chris Galata, he emailed me wanting to buy one of my Railcore, and his email has a different name. And at first, I was just talking to him like he was anybody else that would contact me. And then he's like, "Do you remember me from Murph?" I was like, and then he sent me the picture of us. Obviously, I remember you, Chris. But not just by name, especially when your email has two different names. Oh, thank you. All right, have fun, Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, and you got that YouTube video posted too. Awesome. I'm going to share that right quick. Before you go, if you're still here, is that video a time lapse or is that real time? Oh, sweet, Chris. I can't wait to see that. I've seen two people say they were working on it. I've only seen one person finish it. I think that was Tony Nunez. If I'm remembering correctly. Okay, it is part-time lapse. All right. That way I can tag it correctly or describe it correctly. Well, I know when I watched it, when you showed me the preview, it was booking it pretty good. All right, while that's doing that, let me... Oh, son of a biscuit. Get over here. Catch you later, Corey. Back to my pet G problem. That's possible. That is very possible. Because I know when I include pet G in my UFOs, people are like, they message me and they're like, "Thank you for including the pet G. I've never printed in pet G before, and this is awesome." And it takes a little convincing for people to get out of their comfort zones. Around the world. Got the R in that one. Tweeted. Yeah, I think Techie Dad was the one who said that yesterday. I think the hair color definitely matched it pretty good. It's starting to fade now, but when I first did it, it was pretty close. Score tickets with Bixby. No, thank you. My August ad is here from Walmart. No, thank you. Yes, Amazon. I know that was delivered. Goodbye, Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I know Pet G prints a little hotter, and honestly, there's PLAs out there that print at Pet G temps, really. But I don't know why people are afraid of Pet G. I know it's not as recyclable as PLA because it's I don't think it's biodegradable. And you have to mess with the temps and the retraction a little for stringing. But I mean, even if you get little wisps, they go away so easily with just a little quick blow of a heat gun or a blow dryer. Yeah, there is the cost as well. There is the cost as well. I'm debating whether I'm gonna put another order in for Hertz metallic Pet G. Because it's like when it sells, it sells. People, so like they say they see that I have it and then they buy it quick. And then when somebody doesn't spread the word and make it go viral for 2 seconds, it just sits there forever in my store. And it's pretty expensive. But I had somebody contact me the other day asking me if I was going to carry it again because I'm out of the blue metallic and they're looking for the blue metallic. Yeah, that's true too, Robbie Mac. That is true too. Like, I don't know what different brands make it different. Because to me, and I'm probably wrong, because despite the fact that I've gone through probably 50 brands of filament now in the last 13 months. I always figured PLA is PLA, Pet G is Pet G. And besides the tolerances, theoretically, the chemicals behind them should be the same. Because PLA comes from algae, And then you just have the fillers for the colors and such. But I don't know. I think people think because I'm a 3D printing related company that I know a lot about 3D printing, but there's still so much I don't know. I'm just a guy who orders filament and puts it in a box every month. I know a lot, but not as much as some people think. I don't know who you are, go away. I'm putting ABS in the box in the June box. I think it was a June box. I didn't get any comments from anybody about it. You know, I was trying to get eSun in the UFOs, and eSun actually contacted me about becoming a reseller for them, and then all of a sudden they just stopped replying to me. What am I doing? Why am I bagging this yet? I don't have the labels out here. Sean, this month I think 183. I gotta double check. I had a couple last minute orders like yours, and so I think this month is 183. It varies every month because sometimes I'll get like 15 to 20 1-month boxes, and then if people don't reorder the next month, then that's 15 to 20 less boxes I'm sending a month. I roll and bag each sample for each box by hand. Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. Hey, what's up, aliens? Welcome back. My first 3 months doing it, I printed a master spool, and I would put take the master spool or the tip of the filament, and I'd use blue tape, and I'd tape it, and then I'd spin the master spool by hand. Actually, it was worse than that. I had 2 marks on my wall, and first I would pull the filament out and measure the 20 meters and cut it, and then put the tip on the master spool and spin it by hand around the master spool. I did that for the first 3 months. After my 3rd box, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. So that's when I came up with this spooler system. Actually, this is version 2. Version 1, I last August I bought a laser cutter off of GearBest, and it lasted 2 weeks. So I took that and I took one of the motors off of it, and I used the same frame that I'm using now. And I designed and printed some parts and ordered the GT2 belt. And then I would use G code to make the yeah, it did drive me nuts, Robbie Mac, absolutely. But I ran my spooler using G code. I had a G code file that would run so many meters, and then stop. And I had a what was it? A fishing line. Actually, it's still over there. I should go grab it. But I used to. It was a fishing line measurement thing. So like you hook it onto your fishing pole and run your fishing line through it. When you cast it out, it lets you know how many meters your fishing line is out. I used that to measure it when I was using the laser cutter and the G code. And then version 2, this one, I learned with that the motor wasn't strong enough, and if there was any pull on the filament, it would skip. So that's why I had it hooked up to the measuring tool to make sure that if it didn't do the 20 meters, I would manually keep turning it until it hit the 20 meter mark. And then with this one, I got a stronger motor and I hooked it up to, let me just show you guys this. Hopefully Rose is not looking. Ah, stupid touchscreen. All right. So this is my spooler. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Now, I 3D printed it. That's a 3D printed gear. This is my old gear that I used to use for it. And it was very big, as you can see. And then I went to a smaller gear that I printed out so that it would spin faster. And then I got an ATX power thing for PC. And I have it hooked up to that, which is the stepper driver. And then I have the Elegoo Mega 2560 that I'm programming it. And then that's the power switch. And then I use this keypad, and the only number that's programmed is number 1. So I just press number 1 and it goes 56 rotations. Is 20 meters. And I need to design a box so I can put it all in a box. But that is my do-it-yourself spooler that I do every sample with every month. Sorry, I want to hide the sample for those that don't want the spoiler of seeing it. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but it works. And once a month, my very first, I have a sample that I know is 20 meters that a company sent me, and then I measured it. So every month, just to make sure that everything's still calibrated and running smoothly, My very first sample spool is that 20 meter sample, so I can make sure it's still measured correctly. And then I set it, put it back in the drawer, and I start making samples. And yeah, I haven't made a box to hold things. Like literally, this version 2 has been running since February, I think. I designed this system. From September to January, I ran the laser cutter G-code system. And then since February, I've been doing this version. And yeah, I haven't made a box yet. I'm terrible. Because my plan, I ordered yeah, button 2 isn't programmed. It would just give you 0 samples. But I ordered 2 motors that are motors for cordless drills. And I have 2 Elegoo Mega 2560, 2560, yeah, boards, and 2 more of these stepper drivers. And I was going to make more systems and use the cordless drill motors to see if it was more powerful, because this motor will still handle the 1 kilogram spools, but like Tallman, they sent me 3.5 kilogram spools. And then where is it? I don't know where it's at the moment. But when I got the spool for the pink in the February box, the 3D pink Mafia pink from Repcord, it came on a 10 kilogram spool, and the motor just wasn't strong enough to pull. So I was, my February for the pink Mafia, as it was spooling, I was literally manually turning the 10 kilogram spool so that it wouldn't jam up. And I still have problems with this system. I mean, I get ones that go between the wall, and I have to stop it and purposely jam it until I hit the power switch. And then I just cut it and take it off because it takes too much time to re-spool it back up and untangle it. And then the stuff that gets thrown to the side, I print. I probably should. I probably could. But I'd still need a motor strong enough to pull that 10K. So, I mean, yeah, I've been doing this for 13 months now. Yeah, Mom doesn't help me anymore. Not like she used to. She used to come over all excited. She'd be like, "Ooh, what do you want me to do? You want me to fold the boxes? Can I pick the mothership winner? Can can I do this or that? And now she like every once in a while be like, Mom, I'm behind. Can you fold the boxes for me? But she hasn't done that for a couple months. Last month I was like, hey, will you help me tape up the boxes and put the labels on? And she came over after I was halfway already done. I think I did bum her out because I programmed my website to pick the mothership winners now. Oh, burned her out. Yeah, I probably did burn her out. But I think I bummed her out too because she was excited to pick the mothership winners. Now I programmed my website to pick them. Don't even say it, Rosa. I don't need glasses. The text is tiny. And the computer's like 3 feet away from me. Don't. Hey, Alexandra. Welcome, welcome, and thank you. And dyed my hair to match my custom filament color. Alien ooze. I'm gonna have to go get labels here in a second after I'm done with this roll because my little mini box is filling up. Dun, 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 dun. I went to the little store down the street here, literally like 10 seconds away. And there's an older lady that works in there. And like 2-3 days ago, I went in there. She's like, what did you do to your hair? I was like, I dyed it to match my filament. And she's laughing at me. And then I went back in there yesterday. No, was it yesterday or this morning? It was yesterday. She's like, so how long is that gonna last? I was like, I don't know. It's starting to fade, but I think I'm gonna keep it this color. I like it. And she laughed at me again. What are you mm-hmming, huh? Baby, what are you mm-hmming? I think my roots are growing out already. What does my wife think? You tell me. Alexa, what does my wife think about my hair?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Alexa doesn't know. Did I trigger yours, Ravi? It's so funny I can trigger people's Alexas. I was on the phone with Rosie the other day, and I kept calling Alexa Amazon, and she would correct me and say Alexa and set off her Alexa. It was funny. Let's see. I know Chris's and now yours. Techie Dad's is no longer here. But Chris's and now yours can get triggered. So let's see. Alexa, play Moana. You're welcome.
You're Welcome by Dwayne Johnson on Amazon Music.
Did I trigger anybody? What can I say? That you're welcome. That's so awesome. Taking over. Catch you later, Robbie Mac. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hey, do you guys think I should collect people's birthday months? Because I'm contemplating something. Oh, my nose itches. Stop it. My head is still hurting, and I took 4 Excedrin and ate some chocolate. Yeah, I know they're doing a loyalty program, and I forget the details of it. I know after so many months you can get something. I am already planning on doing something, nothing super big, for people who have been 12 months or longer. On their 12th month, they get a little something something that is not really, it's more of a novelty gift. But I'm looking at costs of it right now. And well, Sean, that is an idea as well that I could do. I was thinking birthday cards, but larger sample rolls could be possible as well. I think, what's the September accessory gonna be? It's gonna be one of two things. Can't do it in October because October is going to be an expensive project month. Shoot! And it's too late to order them for August or September box, I think. I'll have to see what the... Gosh darn it. Yeah, but Sean, you've been getting the boxes for a few months now, even though they are month to month. And so I may hook you up. I understand your situation. Your paydays being flaky. I know one guy, he purposely went out and got a prepaid. I'm not ignoring your text, babe. Wait, what? What exactly did you buy? The whole bed? Or the comforter set? But I know a guy who purposely ordered got a prepaid credit card that he keeps stocked with money just for the UFO. That's cute, babe. She's gonna love that. Baby should have let me contribute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. I didn't time it right. Time that. I might have to go feed the horses because it's 7:30 and I don't think they've eaten yet. I think after this sample's full, I'm going to go feed the horses real quick. So I'll be AFK for like 5 minutes while I feed them. And the pig and the goat. Yeah, I have 3 horses. Oh, you texted me? Nope. It only plays your song when I'm not on your text screen. Yeah, I have 3 horses, a goat, and a pig. The pig was somebody had gotten a Vietnamese potbelly pig that they thought would be adorable and never grow for their daughter. And then it got too big for the house, so they put it outside because they had a fenced-in yard, and then it rooted up their entire yard. So my mother, like, oh, I know somebody who could take it. So it ended up at my house. So now I have this giant flipping warthog. In a fenced-in area in my front pasture. He's big, black, furry Vietnamese pig with these tusks that just go. I'll post a picture to Twitter when I go out there. Oh, well, that was nice of you, Sean. That was nice of you. What kind of dog is it? I need to do like an extra spin for this brand. Chew up all this extra filament that I'm wasting. A mini Australian Shepherd? Who would not want that? Australian Shepherds are pretty. Except my mom's. It's not a mini, but my mom has had 3 Australian Shepherds now. And 2 of them have become super fat. And they look like mini cows. And then the other one she had was super skinny, but it was an evil demon dog. Baby, that's why we need to get a house. So we can have dogs. You hear me? Anyways, I am going to go AFK for about 5 minutes while I go feed my horses. I will take a picture of the pig and the goat and post to the Tweeterverse. If anybody stops by while I'm AFK, tell them I'm the most amazing person in the world and they should stick around and wait for me. But I will be right back. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, what am I reading? Catch up. Yeah, dogs like to do that. And our daughter, it's funny when she sleeps. Rosa's got a monitor next to the bed, and to watch her while she's sleeping, and she'll literally be hanging off the bed. That's something Rosa would say. Oh, I gotta post the pics. I didn't take a picture of the goat and the horses because I already have pictures of them. I just gotta find them. But I couldn't remember if I had pictures of the pig, so I took a picture of the pig. Where is the goat? There's the goat. Alright. ¿Dónde estás, Twitter? Why does, when I bring up Twitter, it like does my images in reverse order? But in my gallery, they're correct. Now I gotta find them again. They're uploading to the Tweeterverse. No, I didn't forget about you. You guys wanted to see my aminals, so I posted pics of the aminals. See, I don't think kings are that much bigger than queens, are they? Yeah, she doesn't need bigger than a twin-sized bed. She's a tiny little tater tot. And if she had a bigger bed, she would just hang off of it too. All right, little alien dude. Oh, don't fall. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's true. Every little inch counts. Man, I totally messed up opening this one. There we go. What are you? Oh my godding. That box I threw into a bin over there. There's a bin holding my boxes so I can recycle them by reusing them to send my filament out in, because I don't have boxes for my filament. Oh wait, I was supposed to start bagging these. That's why I went and got the labels, because this box is full down here. Which model the green dragon behind you is? Hey, what's up, Roy? Thank you for stopping by. That model is by Sanix. His name's on the back. Yeah, Sanix. Sanix. I can't read the domain. But let me go get the post on my Twitter. I tagged him in it. When I printed it. Oh my gosh, this song's stuck in my head now, and it's all my fault. Trying to mess with your guys' Alexas and got the song stuck in my own head. All right, so his Twitter handle is SANIX_1. And it's the Targaryen Dragon. I do not believe it was free. You gotta pay for it on his website. But it was cheap, I think, if I remember right. But if you go onto my Twitter, I posted it on June 21st. If you go under my media. No problem. And you'll see also how I oriented the head so that I could print it, the teeth. Good quality. I don't need glasses, shush. Really, I do, but don't tell her I said that. Yeah, this dragon also comes with a model of Daenerys that you can print, but I just wanted the dragon. I didn't want Daenerys. Hey, Michael Fox. Thank you for that order of the probed. I will get it shipped out to you tomorrow morning. When your order came through, I was already in town, so I couldn't ship it out today. I apologize. Yeah, that was our first time Skyping, wasn't it? I gave you and Emmy a tour of the horses. Because you were too much of a chicken to Skype, so I had to call you. She'll remind both of us tomorrow, Michael. Awesome. I believe Chris is currently working on it as well. Chris Galata. Here, I'll plug my phone in. Come here, charger cord. Oh my goodness. Am I pulling the right side? I don't know. Why are you under that one? Ah. You think your board is bad? I mean, if it is, let me know. I will send you a new one. I have, I think, 10 extras over there. I do know that they manually programmed every single one of them. So they could have either missed the programming on one, or who knows. Electronics are a pain in the booty. Now, when I did my video, I tested one light before I did the video just to make sure that each track was working. And then when I did the video, I did one series. Only thing I could suggest is double check the polarity. You didn't miss much, RC. I went and fed my aminals and took pictures and posted them to Twitter. But double check the polarity on the LEDs. Make sure the negative is going to the LED with the flag. I call it a flag. It looks like a flag inside the LED. But those were the first LEDs I ever saw that did not have a short and long end. But Michael, I'll if you do think your board is bad, I'll send one tomorrow with your probed order. Babe, can you remind me to send a control board along with the probed order to Michael Fox before he gets in his DeLorean? And Michael Fox, I know that's not your real name, obviously, but I bet you picked that name just for the Back to the Future references, didn't you? Oh, and I'm going to let everybody know right now, I still plan on getting the UFOs out on Monday. Remind me tomorrow, babe, not 8 o'clock tonight. All right, sounds good. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I still plan on getting the UFOs out on Monday. However, I just heard today from the last filament that I'm waiting for that it went out yesterday, and that I would be sent a tracking number when he got back into the office. That was 8 hours ago. I still have not gotten a tracking number. So I hope it went out yesterday. And if it arrives tomorrow, I will get the UFOs out on Monday. If it does not arrive tomorrow, Then it'll probably arrive Monday. So the UFOs will probably go out Wednesday because I need time to make samples. I apologize. And if they don't come out up with a better way to get me filament on time, I'm going to stop using them. Yeah, Michael, I mean, honestly, I am one of those type of people who does... Okay, first of all, you're going to... A lot of people are going to say I'm a procrastinator. Which, yes, is true as well. But I'm the type of people that like works best under pressure. Like when I was in when I was going to college, I would write 10-page reports the day before it was due, type of thing. So this is me every month doing all the samples, all 800 samples, the last week before I mail out. And but that's not the reason I'm late most months. Not due to lack of sampling. Promise. It's people like this last filament brand that I'm waiting on, who I put an order in 3 weeks to 4 weeks ahead of time, and then they don't send it to me until the last minute, which aggravates the heck out of me. I do need a wife to help. When you gonna marry me? Eh? Because I'm pretty sure I ask you every day. Like I'm about to put in the orders for the September accessory tomorrow, and they'll be here in 2 weeks. I'm gonna put in the order for the filament, the first two filaments. Now I gotta see whether they have what they have available. But the first filament tomorrow, I know he already has it in stock. I've used him before, and he will send it out the next day. He's awesome. His name is Chance from Wolfworks 3D. And then the usual company that's late every month, I will put my order in with them tomorrow and see if they're actually on time. And if they're not on time this month, I think I'm done with them. And then I'm looking for 2 specific colors for the September box that I have not nailed down yet as far as who I'm ordering them from, because of the theme of the box. I need 2 specific colors. So we'll see. But usually filament arrives within 2-3 days. Why did I pull the sticker before I pulled the bag? Usually filament arrives within 2-3 days, so it's usually not a problem. I may be able to pack the boxes this weekend with just the 3 filaments. And the accessory and the project parts. You do that on purpose, don't you? I know you do. You're a brat. But I may pack all the boxes, the accessory, the project, the candy, and the 3 filaments this weekend. That way when the last filament gets here, I can sample it up, open all the boxes back up, and put one in as I'm labeling and taping them. And then maybe I can get them out on Tuesday, if the filament arrives tomorrow or Monday. We shall see. Depends on who's delivering it too, because if it's UPS delivering, it won't get here until late at night. If it's FedEx delivering, it'll get here around noonish. If it's USPS delivering, it'll also get here around noonish. Unless it's my PC, then FedEx doesn't come until 7 o'clock at night. After I've been waiting at the end of my driveway for 6.5 hours. Then FedEx comes at 7 o'clock at night. But when I'm not sitting out at the end of my driveway, they come around noon. My girlfriend's a brat. Well, when I went to Lowe's, I asked the guy about flux, and he told me the type of solder that I got had a rosin core, and told me that the flux was in the center of the tin. I don't know. At least that's how I understood it. Were you here yesterday when I showed you my soldering tip? Well, I'll have to go to whatever another hardware store is, because when I went to Lowe's to buy that, I specifically asked, where's your flux? Because they've got like 5 types of soldering irons and like 3 types of solder and 0 flux. And that's why I was asking, where's the flux? And he's like, oh, we don't carry flux. And if you got this type, then such a brat. If you get this type of flux, you don't, or this type of solder, you don't need it because the flux is on the inside. I'm like, all right, you know better than I do. You're an elderly gentleman who knows things that I don't know. Oh, I might have to get one of those, Sean. Not that I solder a lot, but for the ones that I... Chris. Yeah, RC, that's what we were talking about. That's what I have. I have rosin core solder. But they're saying to use flux on top of that still. Do Radio Shacks even still exist? Yeah, I could probably get it off Amazon. I get everything off Amazon. Rosa keeps telling me I should marry Amazon. I tell her if I could marry Amazon, I absolutely would, because Bezos is the richest man in the world right now. I could use a sugar daddy like Bezos. Hey, Greg's Maker Corner. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Google. Where's the nearest Radio Shack?
I found a few Radio Shack locations near you.
The closest one is 44.2 miles away. Oh, wait, no, there's one that's 41.1 miles away. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, RC. I've soldered maybe 3 times in my life. And that UFO project from last month's UFO literally took me 3 hours to solder. And I ate up 2 tips, which still blows my mind. Oh, well, Greg, I definitely don't feel as bad now. The soldering veteran took 3 hours, too. I bet you your solder... Babe, you're ridiculous. But I bet your soldering little tip thingies, whatever you call them, probably looked a lot prettier than mine. Yeah, like the March UFO project, I literally just twisted the wires together. Yeah, solder joints. There you go. Your solder joints are probably a lot prettier. Mine look like giant globs with spikies all over them. Oh, RC, you didn't see them yesterday? What'd I do with it? I thought I put it over here. My soldering iron is around here somewhere, because I was showing it off yesterday in stream. And I thought I put it next to the couch. Oh, here it is. So, this tip, when I first started, was long and came to a sharp point. By the time I got done soldering with it, this is what it looked like. I know my camera's not going to focus, but you can get the gist of it. But it went down to a long, thin point. Yeah, it definitely got flat. And you would think that the tips that they would sell with their own, that came with their own iron, would be the right tips for it. See, this one's not a temperature regulated one. It just heats up. I need to invest in a temperature regulating one. You should. Absolutely, I would watch it. Probably learn something. I'll have to find the box it came in. Or if anybody wants to look it up, the model number for this is a Weller SB25WB. I'm sure it'll tell you the temperature. All right, baby girl. Are you going home or are you leaving your office? Unlock. Yeah, I think I paid $20 for this thing. And it came with a bunch of tips. Love you, babe. Give them Band-Aids. Tell them to go home. They'll be all right. Well, like the only two brands at Lowe's was Weller's, and then there was this other one that was butane powered. And I really did not want to have to buy butane every time I wanted to solder something. Because bottles of butane is just one more thing I'll lose. And then I'd end up buying another bottle of butane so I could solder again. Yeah, they really don't. I bet I could find it at, is it Ace? Possibly Ace. And then there's the electronics store that I usually get the parts from. That I got the March project and this month's project from. I'm not sure if they sell soldering irons in flux, though. It might. The TS100. Okay, Google. Search TS100 soldering iron. That looks like a little stick. Got a OLED programmable interface. That's kind of cool. What was the Hako FX888D? Okay, Google. Look for the Hako FX888D soldering iron.
Here are the top search results.
That's a cute little one, too. Except for the power regulator box, it's kind of big. But it looks like it comes with a holder that you put your, you can hold your tip in. One row of LEDs done, break time. Poor Chris. I should bring out my UFO and have it flashing behind me. I noticed though that it the Hako is the best bang for the buck. Alright. When I need to buy a soldering iron again, I'll go for that one. I'm going to try my best not to solder anymore for a while, until October. Actually, October, it should... In my head, the October project shouldn't need soldering. It's going to be Arduino based, so I'll have the male and female pins like I did with the humidity and temperature sensor. At least that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, Greg, I was actually contemplating doing the LED cube for a project 1 month. That'll maybe be not this next Arduino project, but the project after. And I'm thinking probably an 8x8. Yeah, I'm planning on it being RGB. That way you can get some cool designs out of it. We'll see. LEDs aren't that expensive, so. Yeah, the most expensive thing on the Arduino projects is the Arduino itself. And sadly, even to get a decent price on those, I have to do the clone. So sometimes, obviously they don't work right with the being recognized by PCs. What was I doing? I was contemplating something. I don't remember now. Oh, I was going to show off my the LED flashers, but it's not plugged in. See, now there's an idea too, using DuPont connectors. But that's a lot of crimping. It'd be more work than just soldering them on. I got a text that the boxes are here now. Like I have 60 sets of 5 wires that I need to crimp Molex cat ear connectors to on one end. So that's 300 crimps I need to do that I've been procrastinating on because I'm not looking forward to doing them. Because right now they have DuPont connectors on them. And I need to... I'll go get my crimping tool here in a second when I get up to go get the boxes. And I'll show you what it is. But it's got DuPont connectors on one end. Or actually on both ends. But one side's female, one side's male. And I can't remember which ones I have to cut off. I think the female. I hope the female. But I got to cut them off and then strip the wires and then crimp the new cat ears on. All right, I'm gonna go get the boxes out of the car so I can show you guys, and I'll grab that crimper real quick. So I'll be right back. What do you mean, why are men so loud? Oh my goodness. Let me catch up real quick. Yeah, all my tools are cheap too. Y'all are ridiculous. All right, so anyways, here's my crimper. I don't know if it's a good crimper. Brian Vine sent it to me to borrow. Says it's a Cronus. I've yet to use it because I'm still procrastinating on crimping those. So spoiler alert, if you do not want to see the August box, turn your head now. I don't know why, but the boxes feel damp. But here we go. Let's turn it around. Doop. And so August, I guess, is like watermelon month or something. And then it has a bee day in it. So Robbie Mac put watermelons and bees. And then the arm, the robot arm, alludes to the project. I just don't know why this box feels damp though. I actually have, I need to post it. Let me go get it. Yeah, I did find Godzilla. Actually, Robbie Mac told me where it was. So I finally found it. Let me go get this sample spooler. Why am I having a brain fart as to who remixed it? Mr. Buttram. Ryan Buttram. Yeah, it's like. I don't know where the original file came from. I think possibly Neary's. But Mr. Buttram remixed it and put UFOs on it. And he sent me the files. I haven't posted them yet. And they it screws together. So actually, let me make a sample and I'll see how easy it is to slide on. So it seems to slide on good. I really need to post this on the website for people to download. I think it's pretty cool. You put the UFOs on it and the text and it just screws in. I've had this since Murph. And this is the first time I tried it. I'm such a slacker. And for y'all who may have problems finding the end, because I don't know why, even though this end here starts in the center, sometimes it pokes out. But what I try to do when I zip tie them is put the printable pulling side on the top, theoretically. Sometimes I'm in a hurry and I forget to pull it up, make sure that it's pulled up. But this should be the right one to grab if you can have any issues when you get your open up your samples. Oh, you guys can mention the Mondo box. I don't care. You can mention Maker box too. The Proto Pasta box, the Profi box. I am not. Don't have ill will towards any of them. Me and MakerBox didn't get along for a little while, but that was just due to a misunderstanding. We have since kissed and made up. Yeah, I think all of the other boxes, like the Mondo box and the Maker box, I believe they're all 16.5 meters, right? That's one of the reasons I went with 20 meters when I first launched. I wanted a little longer. I know it's not that much longer, 3.5 meters, but they're a little bigger. I know some companies out there sell even smaller samples, like individual samples, for like $5 that are smaller than that even. See, one thing I like about the Mondo box is that on your first box they give you a laser cut sample spool thingy to use, and then they also, I believe they send you sample maker coins or whatever printed in each sample. I just don't have the resources to do that. And for those who were here earlier, Liquid Dirt 3D is going to experiment for me to well, here's the thing, Sean. Well, hang on, let me back up a minute. He's going to design a sample spool for me that can print in either 5 or 10 meters, and that I can print in a HIPS or PVA, that I can put every sample in, and then people can just like dissolve them in the toilet or the bathtub or the kitchen sink or whatever. That way all the samples from now on will just come on a spool. And he has a print farm, and he could help me do that. I just got to see how much he's going to charge me to do that if it works out. But that's my current idea. We'll see what happens with that. But as far as the premium filament box, I am planning on actually putting, like, maybe every 3 months, a premium filament like a metal filled in the normal UFO box. As far as a premium subscription that is different than the UFO box, it is something I am considering, but I don't know if I am to that point yet to where I could sustain it. Because I want to get, for example, this month I'm going to be running late again because one of the filament companies is sending me the filament late. I want to get to the point to where I'm 2 or 3 months ahead on the UFO boxes before I expand into another subscription box type. That way I'm not behind anymore, and I can expand into another type and be able to handle the logistics of it. Don't get me wrong, I could handle it right now, but I feel bad that every month, like 7 out of the 8 boxes for the last 8 months have been late. 2 months have been my fault. The other 6 months have been waiting on companies, even though I've placed the orders ahead of time. So once I can get ahead, I'll expand. I like the filament only subscription box. I've got 8 subscribers to that. But all that is just making the same samples that I make for the UFO boxes. I just don't put the accessory in the project in them. So, and I know MakerBox is doing multiple boxes now like that, the premium and the regular, and then a combo of both. But they've got more people working for them. It's more than just the owner. Why would I blame the girlfriend? Not the girlfriend's fault. Oh, just like a one-time order? That's a possibility. Maybe I could do like a limited supply, like get enough to do maybe 50 boxes and just put it up a one-time sale. Once they're gone type thing. And plus, I have to figure out how many samples I can get off of a kilogram of like a metal filled. Because obviously they're going to be heavier, so they're not going to be 330 meters like PLA and PETG is. So there's that as well. Yeah, but then I got to pay people to make the samples and then pay people to ship them, which ups the cost. And really this doesn't take a long time. Well, I guess it depends on what you think a long time is. But making 200-ish samples usually takes me about 6 hours or so. And that's kind of slacking off. Because if I sit here and I just do samples, I can do 45 samples an hour if I'm not distracted. Yeah, Greg, I have my... I showed it off earlier, but I'll show it off again. You weren't here. This is my do-it-yourself. Don't judge me. I'm not a pro. This is my sampler. I designed the spooler myself. It has an old ANET A8 motor, an ATX power supply, the stepper driver, the Arduino Mega, and a keypad. And that's my sample spooler. Well, here's the thing also, Sean. People have told me that. Especially after Joel Telling put out his tour video of the MakerBox. And they make 8 samples at a time, technically. But I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it. And the time it takes to rig up 8 samples on the little sample thing, run the samples, remove the samples, twist tie the samples, and bag the samples, I do it faster. Like right now I'm slacking because I'm chatting with you guys and live streaming, but I will show you my process normally when I'm not doing all that, just to show you that if I was making 8 samples at a time on a sampler, it would not save me any time for this fact. I'm going to just, once this is done, I'll show you. So I can take this off, put the zip strip on, and the zip strip wants to make me look slow right now. So now the next sample is going. The sample that just come off, I grab the bag, put the sample in, put the silica packet in, and everything's slowing me down right now just because I'm trying to show it off. Oh no, you don't want to seal. Put the sticker on, toss it in the box, grab the zip strip. Next sample's done. And then I just repeat the process. So if I was making 8 samples at a time, it would actually slow me down because I'd have to take the time to set up 8 samples to spool, take 8 samples off. Those 8 samples would be done, and I still wouldn't have the previous 8 samples bagged and silica packeted. So in my head, and I could be wrong, but in my head, the process is faster doing one at a time if I did the whole process at once. Because I'm live streaming and chatting with you guys and kind of getting distracted and just kind of doing it chill. I'm not doing the whole process, and it may slow me down a little bit because then I have to bag them afterwards, but it's not that big of a deal. So now, Sean, my what I really want to do is I want to automate the system. I want to be able to load a spool, feed one end in, press a button, and let it automatically make the sample, twist tie the sample, cut it, push it off, reload the next one, all by itself until the spool is empty. That's my master plan. I just have not been able yet to figure out the zip stripping portion of it, but Liquid Dirt 3D says he's gonna give it a shot, and I'm not an engineer. I literally threw this together in 10 minutes. Because really all it is Arduino telling the... See, you must be new to the UFO, Greg, because for 7 of the last 12 or 13 months, I was using a vacuum sealer. And literally it took the same amount of time because I have 2 vacuum sealers in there in my bedroom where I used to do the samples. And I would literally just take a sample off, put it in a vacuum seal bag, throw a disc packet in it, start the next sample, seal it, and it was the same process pretty much. But the problem I had with that, and why I went back to the Ziploc bags, is that the vacuum sealer people were getting samples with certain brands, not every brand, and that's just because of the plastics and additives in them, but people would receive broken samples, and the only thing I could think of that was doing it was the vacuum sealing. So I switched back to Ziploc bags. And since then, I haven't had anybody telling me that they've received broken samples. Oh yeah, theoretically, my vacuum sealers I could just seal without doing the vacuuming part. If I really wanted to. But I don't think it would save any time or money. Yeah, and even if I was using a vacuum sealer, I would still zip strip it. That way people don't open up the bag, pull the sample out, and it go crazy tangling on them. There are some filaments, and I'm not talking bad about them. This is not meant in a negative way at all. But for example, AIO, I did them, I think, in December, and they come on 500-gram rolls, and the core is like that big. So by the time I get down to like the last 3 samples, they're unusable, because as soon as you let go, it poofs out and becomes a ball of spaghetti. I actually have one in my room, I think, still. Now they have like twist tie machines, and I'm not sure if MakerBox uses twist ties or if they use zip strips. I know they use a machine though. But they gotta like I think they take the sample off and then they put it up to it, and it either zip strips it or twist ties it. So the only thing I could think of is, like, if it feeds the sample, then once it's done, if it's aligned right, then if I had the machine like come down and claw the sample to do the twist tie, but I don't think I've seen any machines that just have like that claw part. They're like big machines with like 2 sides sticking out that you stick them in between. I don't know, but that's really the only thing that's holding me up in my head. Because I can motorize the clamping of the tip of the sample. I can motorize the parts coming apart. I can motorize pushing off the sample. Motorize feeding the next tip. But the whole tying it has got me. Why is baby girl